I'm just trying to make it perfect.
It seems like nowadays every celebrity either has their own line of beauty products or they're endorsing someone else's. But sadly, you can't always trust your favorite celeb, and some of their products can be downright dangerous. Today we're going to talk about some potentially scary products you should be on the lookout for and why Kylie Jenner's new line might do more harm than good. Plus, we'll reveal which major retailer is in hot water after a scary ingredient was found in their products. Jojo Siwa. When it comes to having young role models, it's harder than you might think. Just consider the fact that Jojo Siwa and DANIELLE BREGOLI are the same age. Yeah, did we just blow your mind a little bit? Jojo has always seemed like a safe bet, and her whole style is just downright wholesome. So she's pretty much the last person we would have expected to put children in serious danger. For a long time, Jojo had been selling her line of signature bows at Claire's, and they'd been a huge hit. Kids loved the colorful styles and were excited when Jojo announced a line of makeup also available at the retailer. But there was a serious issue with the new cosmetic line, which included eyeshadow, lip glosses, and nail polish. They tested positive for asbestos, and the Food and Drug Administration was forced to issue a recall. They advised everyone to stop using the products immediately or face serious health risks. Breathing in asbestos can even cause cancer, and to make the situation even scarier, Jojo's products were marketed towards kids and young teens. For their part, Claire's pulled the products and offered refunds to customers unlucky enough to have purchased them in the first place. Kylie Jenner. There are many people who believe the fact that Kylie Jenner sells skincare in the first place is pretty suspect. After all, we can watch Kylie apply her own makeup to her face and see how it looks. But are we really supposed to believe her perfect complexion is solely the result of her expensive skincare products? Are we just going to pretend she doesn't have access to the most expensive dermatologist and skincare procedures on the market? But hey, we've seen Beyonce show up in L'Oreal hair dye commercials, and we have a feeling that's not what her stylist uses. The problem with Kylie's products is that they might actually damage your skin. Her Kylie Skin Walnut Scrub uses extremely abrasive particles meant to exfoliate, but experts say it's way too harsh.
Scrubs can be kind of harsh on your skin.
Being too rough with your skin can cause micro tears, which may actually exacerbate signs of aging. Kylie claims her walnut scrub is gentle, but many people, including dermatologists, disagree. In fact, many dermatologists recommend using a chemical exfoliator instead of a physical one if you really want perfect skin. Shockingly, Kylie has even said you can use this abrasive scrub every single day. Jaclyn Hill. Jaclyn Hill is one of the beauty vloggers who has taken her love of makeup offline by starting her own line of makeup products. It's an exciting time to be sure, but some of her fans are having some serious and painful issues with her new line. Jaclyn Cosmetics released a line of 20 different nude lipsticks, and fans were understandably excited about it. Not only did they trust Jaclyn's advice, but the prior products released with her name attached had been successful. So it wasn't a surprise when the line sold out immediately, but the customers were less than happy. Initial reports complained the lipsticks had lumpy texture, inexplicable hard patches, and had emerged from the tube crushed. But some of the complaints sounded downright scary, like the reports of hair emerging from the lipstick. Yuck, that definitely doesn't sound healthy. To her credit, Jaclyn immediately apologized and promised to make things right with her customers. She also claimed the hair some people had encountered came from the shedding of gloves used in the manufacturing process. Gwyneth Paltrow. Oh, Gwyneth Paltrow, she's such a talented actress, and we love seeing her help save the day as Pepper Potts in the MCU. But when it comes to her shopping recommendations, we just have to roll our eyes. It's not just that she promotes wildly expensive versions of everyday items, that's kind of par for the course with celebrities. But some of the items she promotes have the potential to damage more than just your bank account. Her lifestyle store GOOP recently had a run-in with Health Canada during an inspection. Health Canada ended up removing sunscreens sold at her pop-up store after realizing they didn't have the proper license. Apparently, Gwyneth's products didn't receive the approval of safety standards, an incident which Gwyneth called a mistake. Selling untested sunscreen is one thing, but Gwyneth also had to pay out $145,000 during a civil suit. The reason? GOOP made unscientific claims regarding the health benefit of a jade egg designed to be used in a very sensitive area. In addition, GOOP will also have to refund customers who actually purchased these items, and yes, people did buy them. Kylie Cosmetics. Earlier we talked about Kylie Jenner's skincare line, but now we've come to her cosmetics line. Well, actually, we might want to maintain our distance from some of her most well-known beauty products. Everyone knows about Kylie Jenner's famous lip kits. After all, they're making her into a billionaire, whether you consider her to be self-made or not. They sell out almost immediately, but not all her customers are happy with them. In fact, some people have been sent to the hospital after they applied them to their lips. Elizabeth Castellano claims to have had a terrible reaction to a Kylie Jenner lip kit, which resulted in her spending time in the hospital. Because these products are so pricey, Elizabeth had assumed they were made with the highest quality ingredients and should be safe. Instead, she found herself afflicted with a migraine which transitioned into fever and nausea. And she isn't the only consumer negatively impacted by Kylie Cosmetics. When Kylie released her peach eyeshadow palette, many customers complained about a strong chemical odor which caused severe migraines. Kim Kardashian. The Kardashian family has no shortage of devoted fans and followers, but they're not everyone's favorite. In fact, the famous family has been banned from quite a few places who don't appreciate being a part of their reality shows. But not only has Kim Kardashian been banned from a few establishments, but her perfume has too. According to Kim, her KKW fragrance line was a huge hit, but that apparently wasn't universally true. It featured a scent called Crystal Gardenia, which might sound nice, but the bottle was more insidious than it appeared. Because of its contents, international shipping companies including FedEx refused to bring it to certain destinations. Kardashian fans in Australia and New Zealand couldn't purchase it because of its super high alcohol content. This made each bottle a serious fire hazard and they were considered too flammable to ship. The ethyl alcohol content of the fragrance was considered too high and it was deemed a risk to consumers. Interestingly enough, this was a fragrance inspired by a dangerous time in Kim's own life. She said she got the idea for Crystal Gardenia after using healing crystals to help her cope with her terrifying Paris robbery in 2016. Jessica Alba. It seems like everyone is constantly making a big deal about all of the business ventures undertaken by members of the Kardashian-Jenner family. We get it, they have more money than they know what to do with and they're earning more of it all the time. But can we take a second to talk about actress Jessica Alba and her insanely lucrative business venture? After having her first child, Jessica realized how many products contain chemicals she didn't feel comfortable with. So she founded The Honest Company, dedicated to providing safe and natural products for kids, moms, and everyone else. They also have an Honest Beauty line which sells skincare and makeup. Okay, so that's the good part of the company. Like any other business venture, The Honest Company has gotten it wrong sometimes. On one occasion, their baby wipes had to be recalled because of a potentially hazardous mold issue. There were also some serious concerns about the sunscreen she was selling, and a lawsuit claimed it didn't work at all. Some customers claimed to have been badly burned as a result of insufficient SPF. Melania Trump. We all know that First Lady Melania Trump has never been one to keep a low profile, so why do so few people know about her skincare line? She's used to living life in the lap of luxury and promised to release an array of decadent beauty products created with the finest ingredients. What kind of ingredients are we talking about? Why, only the finest caviar, of course. Her line incorporated lotions, exfoliators, and cleansers made with caviar imported from southern France. The products were going to be available at Lord & Taylor and on QVC, priced between $50 and $150. Wow, for those prices you'd think you'd be paying for quality. But it turns out the claim regarding the usefulness of caviar were overstated in Melania's advertising. And if you're wondering why you've never heard of this beauty line, it's because the business went under before it really began due to some behind-the-scenes drama. There were lawsuits, broken contracts, and tons of conflict, not to mention the eager would-be customers who wanted to get their hands on some caviar. Melania even made waves when she used her products on her son Barron prior to them being released. Gisele Bündchen. Gisele Bündchen is widely considered to be one of the most gorgeous women in the world, so clearly she knows a thing or two about beauty. Her fans were ecstatic when she released her own line of skincare products called Seja. Not only could we look as stunning as Gisele, but the products were touted as all natural and good for your skin. Sign us up! Gisele is a pretty controversy-free celebrity, so we were shocked when she started making headlines for all the wrong reasons regarding Seja. All of a sudden, headlines started proclaiming that Gisele had claimed using sunscreen is bad for you. Huh? While trying to promote Seja, Gisele allegedly called sunscreen poison. This caused a lot of confusion and some harsh words for Gisele, but her rep claimed it was all a big misunderstanding. Apparently there was a bit of a language barrier, and Gisele meant to say simply that her products don't contain an SPF. In her own defense, Gisele said of course she wears sunscreen, how else would her skin be in such great shape? She admitted that in addition to slathering on the sunscreen her products don't contain, she also tries to stay out of the sun when it's at its strongest. Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star is a renowned beauty expert who has no shortage of either controversy or fans. He found his own line of cosmetics and is one of the highest paid YouTubers out there, so you might be surprised to learn there have been some serious quality control issues with his products. One customer purchased a tube of Jeffree Star velour liquid lipstick and was horrified by what she discovered. It looked like the lipstick tube had some kind of mold in it. The customer posted pics on social media and some wondered if she had received a counterfeit product. But it was confirmed she bought it from an authorized retailer and she wasn't the only customer to have issues. Other fans reported finding hair in their Jeffree Star highlighters. Yikes, talk about a quality control problem. Despite these incidents, Jeffree Star has spoken out in support of safer makeup and has condemned the retail store Claire's. He declared Claire's canceled and warned anyone with children to think twice about shopping there. It seems like almost every celebrity has a product they either sell or endorse. Is there a celeb you would never want to buy from? If so, tell us who it is in the comment section and then click on the subscribe button for more videos from us here at The Taco. Thanks for watching and we'll see you again next time.